Welcome to another Baka commentary video. In this one, it's gonna be, again, as always, just like the previous video, it's gonna be a late CES video, and this one I'll be talking about the AMD CES presentation and what I think about the presentation and give my rating on the AMD presentation. So with AMD presentation, for the people that just want the info, here you go. So AMD has launched the non-X version of the R5, R7 and the R9. They're basic R5 and R7. They're basically the R5 X edition without the X, and they lowered the TDP and given you a cooler. For the R9, only the 12 core has the non-X variant and has a cooler, and as always, again, same lower TDP. However, for the gamers that were there during the launch of the 7000 series that were disappointed with no 3D chip, well, they now have also launched an R7 X3D, R9 X3D. However, all the R9 X3D SKU, one of the CCX does have the 3D cache, but the other 8 core, the other CCD with the other 8 core has no 3D cache. So basically treat it like a 7950X, except one of them has a lot more cache. However, yeah, the chip that the chip that I think a lot of people are anticipating, the 7800X3D, that one will be the same as with the R9 and the R7. That spec, I reckon it will be the same chiplet for both the R7 and the R9. 5 GHz boost maxed out. It is not going to turbo really well or have very high clock speed. The other thing they also finally revealed is the AMD low-end, like their mass bulk volume low-end graphics card, which unfortunately isn't coming to desktop right now, and AMD's like, we're only launching this for a laptop. They call it the 600M and the 7700S, and these are GPUs that target 1080p gaming, I guess. Yeah, if you're going budget laptop, I guess 1080p. And I really, again, these laptops that are being reviewed by the system integrators that are putting these lower 1080p, yeah, they're basically using from their budget lineup, or some of them are like premium budget laptops, and is from the retrospective laptop OEM. So time for the opinion. The R7 X3D, that will be indeed a good option if you channel's viewers want to recommend your non-tech savvy friend and be like, I want a computer that is esport ready or just want really good gaming performance. Guess what? The best chip for that, I reckon, will be the R7 7000 X3D as well. It's an 8 core chiplet. Most games will be fine, and it has a 3D cache to get the minimum 1% load and give you a pretty good gaming experience. Yes, most gamers should be happy with the R7 800X 3D. The R9, on the other hand, as I said, only one chiplet has the X3D, and the other chiplet does not have the X3D chip. That's what I think will happen. It may AMD, unlike their competitor, they have no on-silicon scheduler. So that could be yikes, just relying on the operating system to hopefully get the program to run that needs the X3D cache, run on the X3D cache, and the non-one that needs the frequency go on the non-X3D cache. I think the R9, that may be a bit of a scam, and I would love to test it for the channel, but whatever. You really, as the viewers, if you're buying out R9X3D, you really want to do the proper research. Does the OS that you want will have this, we're able to deal with the scheduling for the not be able to tell the difference between the non-X3D chiplet and the chiplet without the non-chiplet as well. They're different use cases. AMD literally just went, yeah, we're just going to copy our competitor and hope for the best. And considering I have no faith in AMD in launch, having a flawless product, AMD on record never has really launched a flawless product the last few launches. That's why I don't think will be a really good CPU, or it will be a good CPU, but it's gonna take a lot more time, as AMD doesn't seem to have the manpower and the engineering power to really make sure day one no problem, or if there are problem, they got patched very quick. As you know, recently they had some motherboard BIOS issue that fucking accidentally disabled half of the CCX for certain SKU of CPU and ended up fucking over some of their customers that got whatever. And as well as, this kind of, again, I'm not going to ramble on about how I think AMD really needs to improve their QC and their patching manpower to patch. I think that's what really making them, not as good as their competitor. Overall, I think the AMD presentations very much feel like what I was seeing presentation meant to be, a salesman presentation where they want to sell you their upcoming product and want you to go out and pre-order now. However, I'm not saying it's going to be a perfect one. I may give it a 9 out of 10, as they kind of, again, didn't really in any way in the presentation really disclose about the R9X3D kerfuffle. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this late CS video. If you do, smash the like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.